Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Closet Gamer. Today we're going to take a look at Munchkin, the Deluxe Edition. It's a Steve Jackson games, and it's meant to be one of those fun role-playing games that's minus all the crazy role-playing stuff that most people aren't a huge fan of. Munchkin's a card-driven dungeon crawl experience, and what that means is you'll flip over cards in the game. You'll take the encounters. If you succeed at the encounters, then you can move up levels. If you fail, then you drop down levels. And basically the first person to go up 10 levels wins the game. So let's see how it works. Here's Munchkin, the Deluxe Edition, all set up. So we can see what we got here. We got 2 decks of cards that come with it. There's the door cards. So if we open these up and take a look at what they come with, we can see there's things like monsters. So here's an example. It's a level 2 gelatinous octahedron. It also, or leprechaun, there's another one. It also has some things like your character classes. There's an elf, and things like curses. If I can find one there, you can be cursed. So these are different things that you'd encounter during your turns. The next deck of cards that you have is the treasure cards. And the treasure cards represent like items and things that your character can acquire over time. So like here's Mace of Sharpness, which gives like a +4 bonus, and it's also worth 600 gold pieces. So there's different types of items you can get. There's also like status effects that you can get from here. So it's lots of different types of cards, lots of funny pictures. At the start of the game, what you'll do is you'll take 4 of each cards, 4 door cards and 4 treasure cards, and deal them out to each player. So I've already done that for myself. We can build out like our starting characters. So here I got a few different classes that I managed to pick up. I got a thief, a wizard, or a warrior. So I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna choose to be a wizard here. So I'm gonna set him there, and then I can also put on some cards into his inventory. So let's see, we got, I have the Staff of Napalm, which is only usable by a wizard, so that's good there, and that gives me a +5 bonus, which I'll explain as we start going into the encounters. And I also have this Pantyhose of Giant Strength, which also gives a +3, but it's not usable by warriors, so it's a good thing I chose wizards. So total my bonuses are +8. So now we can show you how an encounter works in this game. On your turn, what you'd do is you'd flip over these door cards and you'd have to resolve the encounter. So, for instance, some of the door cards could be something like a curse. Those things you have to take the effect right away. So this one here, it's lose a level, so that kind of sucks. You don't want to come into contact with those. Other kinds would be more like character classes. These are good. You can pick them up right away and put them into your hand and maybe use them later or change your class. But in this case, we flipped over a monster card, and so a monster you have to resolve the attack right away. So how you do that is you compare your level to the level of the monster. So right off the bat, I start at level 1, and we could see that this is a level 2 large angry chicken. So initially this monster would be beating me, but we also would have to compare our bonuses from any equipped items. So we can see that I got the Staff of Napalm, which gives me a +5, and the Pantyhose of Giant Strength, which gives me a +3. So altogether, I'm sitting at a 9 total, which would then beat the large angry chicken. So you collect your treasure, and then you can move up a level. Alright, so how the game works is once the first player reaches level 10, they win. You'll see scenarios where there's monsters that you can't beat, they're just too high level. And if that's the case, you can have another player actually join in and help you try and beat it, where you combine your player's strengths. There may be another scenario where you beat a monster that's really low level, and if that's the case, maybe another player wants to try and hurt you and make you, fall back a few levels, so they could actually send other monsters your way and hope that you lose the battle. So what are my thoughts on Munchkin? Truthfully, I'm not a huge fan of it. The game, it's pretty random. You're just kind of flipping over cards from the door deck and dealing with the encounters, either winning or losing. Not a whole lot of decision making. This game hasn't been too popular in our gaming group. The game kind of feels like it plays itself, and it might be a bit of a different experience with a lot of the expansions, because there's tons of expansions with this game. So it's definitely a popular game amongst the other groups, but I just haven't got into that. Thanks for watching another episode of The Closet Gamer. Cheers. Do it.